Welcome back to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and the 2022 NCAA Division III Baseball Championships. Coming to you live from Veterans Memorial Stadium, Perfect Game Field here in Cedar Rapids. They're the two combatants. There's the hardware. We're playing for it here in the best-of-3 series. Eastern Connecticut State taking on the defending national champions, the Seagulls from Salisbury. This is Game 2 of the best-of-3 series. Game 1, Bill Brophy, went to the Warriors from Eastern Connecticut State. Their offense was impressive, winning 11-6.
Warriors bang out 18 hits, 5 by Josh Tower, their first baseman, who tied an NCAA Division III record with those 5 hits, the 17th player to do so. That attack back to performance by Brian Albee, who ran his record to 12-0. Albee went 6 innings, allowed 10 hits, got relief help from Nolan Lincoln and Jack Wallace in silencing Salisbury. Their first loss in Cedar Rapids in 2 years. They had won 8 games the last 2 years in the College World Series, winning the championship, going 5-0 last year. Again, they get outslugged earlier today. Salisbury with 13 hits, including a couple by Cabby Castro, who drove in 3 runs. But Tower, the big story, 5 for 5 with 5 RBIs for Eastern Connecticut. And anyway, they only need 1 win today to complete an impressive season, which would include 49 wins if they win today. Salisbury trying to stay alive.
Seagulls trying to become back-to-back national champions, as Bill touched on. They will need to get the W here in Game 2 to force a winner-take-all game on Wednesday morning. That would be 11 a.m. Central Time. But, as Bill also mentioned, Eastern Connecticut State, they can get it done. If they get it done, it would be their 5th ever in school history. National championship.
You just saw that familiar name throwing in the bullpen. It's Benji Thalhammer, who got the ball in Game 2 last year in Cedar Rapids. So he's tournament tested. He did not finish against St. Thomas, but he pitched. That was not an elimination game. This is for Salisbury. They'll have to do it against a pretty good pitcher in Billy Oldham.
And there is Oldham. You see his numbers as he gets set to face this Seagulls lineup.
He started opening day against Baldwin Wallace, lasted 6 1/3 innings, struck out 10, but got banged around a little bit, gave up 8 hits in that game. But he's been their ace, is 11-2 on the year. And again, you see Oldham's numbers there. He's named the outstanding pitcher of the Super Regional when he went the first 7 shutout innings against Rowan in the opening game, then came out of the bullpen for the first time this year to save a wild game in the 13th inning. But he's a strikeout guy. He throws as hard as anybody in this tournament. Looks like he gets the 90 on the gun. Oldham will face this lineup.
Their head coach, Troy Brohan, in his 8th season. Some changes from Game 1. At the top, no change. Hyder, the right fielder, leads it off, followed by Campbell, the second baseman, then Kavi Castor, the center fielder. Rice is in the cleanup spot, the shortstop, then Ray Hill, the first baseman, bats 5th. Here's where there's a change. The designated hitter in this one will bat 6th, and that will be Ben Anderson. Then Cameron in left field bats 7th. Giesemann will catch this game, not Ferentz, and he'll bat 8th. And then Waddell, the third baseman, bats 9th. Neither team did a laundry change. Uniforms remain the same from Game 1 into Game 2. If you're the Warriors, you're saying, why would we change? Keep the good mojo going. And the Seagulls, well, they just look good in gold and burgundy.
Well, they won in this outfit last year, if I recall.
They did.
You note those things better than I.
Game 2 underway. And ball 1 to Cameron Hyder.
We get going to 2:49.
Under a gorgeous afternoon here in the Midwest. There's more what'd you say, puffy clouds? Puffy white?
Yeah, I call them puffy.
Pillowy.
That's good.
It was a high sky to start the game at 11 a.m. this morning, where there weren't as many puffy clouds. Now there's more, and the sun is receded for the moment behind them. There you get the weather report, but pleasant conditions.
No wind.
Cameron was a home run away from hitting for the cycle in game number 1. Here, he looks at 4 balls and draws the walk.
Well, he's been your prototypical table setter for the Gulls. Been that way all year, but certainly in this tournament.
So he's aboard. And here's Patrick Campbell. Squares, fouls it off. Let's set the defense for Eastern Connecticut State. And if you saw game 1, it's exactly the same. Masagno, Bagdasarian, Claiborne, left to right in the outfield. Broadhurst, Donahue, Plantamoro, and Tower, left to right in the infield. And Malcolm is catching game 2. Oldham is the different body out there, obviously the right-hander. Getting the start here. 1-1 to Campbell.
Brohan playing for the early lead. We've seen he likes to use the sacrifice bunt. These teams know each other well. Broadhurst looking for the bunt coming in from third.
There it is. Oldham will field and toss to first with Plantamoro covering. Hyder to second.
Salisbury is not new to elimination games. Denison beat them, put them to the brink in the regional. They came back, obviously, to win that regional against Denison. Worcester did the same, forced a third game in the super regional 10 days ago. It took a 2-run homer by Cam Hyder, only his second home run of the year, to win a slugfest 18-16.
Here's Kavi Castor now. Was struggling at the plate in the tournament. Got a couple of hits here in game 1, so maybe coming out of his funk. As Bill pointed out in game 1, they need this guy to be right in the thick of things offensively. And he smashes it to right. Claiborne gets there. Out number 2.
Castor came alive in game 1, going 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs, but he'd been pretty quiet up till then in this tournament.
And now the shortstop, Stephen Rice.
Rice was 2 for 4 in game 1.
Sends this one out of play, right field side.
6 for 18 in the tournament. Was not driven in a run, however.
Swings through that one, 0-2. Little roller foul. Final housekeeping duty here in top of the first. Our umpires, 6 of them in all. Home plate, Donnie Smith. First base, Ben Williams. Second base, Jerry Burrish. Third base, Justin Sims. Left field, Sam Kaye. Right field, Mike Griffin. 1-2.
Don Unrath is the fellow who's in charge of the umpires here. He has to do a lot more than just keep track of them like Bob. He actually has to determine who's here. The best of the best come to the NCAA tournament, and Don does a wonderful job of keeping the games running on time, keeping track of the umpires, who's going where, in charge of the replay.
Swing and a miss. Rice down on strikes. Seagulls down in their half of the first inning. The Warriors will swing the sticks for the first time in game 2 when we return. No stranger to playing here at the College World Series last year or this season. It's been Benji Thalheimer, the right-hander.
Benji comes into the tournament 7-0 with a 283 earned run average. This is his 15th appearance, his 12th start. One of them came the other night against Marietta. Thalheimer also has his save against Marietta the other night. What I think was the biggest game of the tournament for Salisbury, that eventual 7-5 win. Thalheimer threw about 53 pitches in his start, allowed 7 hits in 4 innings. He allowed 5 runs, struck out 1, but his arms should be pretty fresh in a game when, you know, a tournament where attrition takes its toll. They turned to Thalheimer for the second straight year in Game 2 of Championship Tuesday.
Leadoff man Zach Donahue takes ball 1 low. The lineup offensively is exactly the same for head coach Brian Ham as it was in game number 1. And to ride the wave, Donahue, Bagdasarian, Broadhurst, Mascano, Malcolm, Rich, Tower, Plantamaro, Claiborne.
Everyone in that lineup had at least 1 hit in the 18-hit attack against 5 Salisbury pitchers.
One and 2 to Donahue.
Donahue was 2 for 5, drove in a couple runs in game 1.
Left field, Cameron can't get there. It splits Cameron and Castor. Donahue in with a leadoff double.
The hit parade continues. We might have taken a 45-minute break, but the Warriors haven't. Donahue splits the outfielders, and he's going to run, thinking double out of the box, and he succeeds. Donahue's been a good igniter for this attack.
Now Bagdasarian, the center fielder. Ryan goes hunting that first pitch high in the sky, right field. Hyder's there for out number 1. Let's set the defense for you. This is identical with the exception of the catcher. So it's Cameron, Castor, Hyder in the outfield. Waddell, Rice, Campbell, and Rahill left to right on the infield. And again, you've got Giesemann, Zach behind the plate, catching Thalheimer, the right-hander.
Broadhurst, a .425 hitter during the year. That earned him All-American honors. The second straight year, although 4th-team All-American this year. But Broadhurst has scuffled a tad here in Cedar Rapids. 1 for 6 in the first game. Four for 16 overall.
A strike from Thalheimer. 1-1. Runner at second is Donahue. Straight up, over and out.
Eastern Connecticut's won 22 straight games in posting a 48-3 record.
Broadhurst ready. 1-2 coming his way. Up the middle, might fall. It will. Runners at the corners with 1 away.
We're going to run on Castor, who charged that ball and quickly got it into the infield.
So now it's up to Masagno, who has been up to the task here at the College World Series.
A big day yesterday. Went 3 for 5 with 3 RBIs. Went 2 for 5 with an RBI in the opener of this series earlier today.
Sun returns here at Perfect Game Field. Thalheimer, first pitch is inside, almost clipped his knee.
Zano, 6 for 16 in the tournament. Again, he's the active career leader in hits, RBIs, runs, total bases, extra base hits. Started every game for Eastern Connecticut State.
Big cut there. You mentioned the record with just the 3 losses. We did more than just eat food during the break. We checked in with the D3 baseball guys, and they pointed out it's not the highest winning percentage club to ever make it this far. That honor goes to Trinity out of Texas, who won a national championship with only 1 blemish. Can you imagine?
I can't. In fact, I haven't confirmed that yet either. But they won in 2015 with a pretty good team. That team won. I have not been able to confirm that was the record that year.
We're going to go to the Bible here.
We'll do that between innings.
Masagno, the 1-2, just low, 2-2.
It was 2016 they won. In my copious Trinity notes, I did not have that. They beat Keystone, I can tell you, for the title at Appleton.
Right. Bouncer foul. Our R&D folks think it's Trinity, Connecticut in 2008, that might explain things. Either way, we're gonna confirm. And either way, even if this ball club doesn't have that honor, another foul ball, it's still impressive to have that many W's and only suffer 3 losses along the way.
And that 22-game winning streak isn't too shabby either.
Oh, man, they're on some kind of roll. Masagno trying to put a ball in play here. Up the cause early. He'll hit it down to Waddell. 2nd for 1. Relay in time for the double play. The Seagulls extinguish the idea of Eastern Connecticut State taking the early lead here in game number 2. No score after 1. Top of 2, they're playing for the hardware. And there it is. It's on site. We'll see if they hand it out later today or tomorrow if we need a game 3. All right, clarification. Here we go, Bill. 2008, Trinity from Connecticut went 45-1 under head coach Bill Decker. They beat Johns Hopkins 5-4 in the championship tilt in Appleton, Wisconsin. So there's your all-time percentage bestest team.
I'm from the old newspaper guy, so I'm from the school, if your mother tells you love her or she loves you, look it up. So that's why I didn't necessarily believe what I was told between games.
The issue was we just heard Trinity and assumed it was Texas, and then that's where
you looked it up.
Everything just went kablooey. So there you go.
I think that was the Jordan Zimmerman year, I think, in Appleton, where Point had Zimmerman start the tournament with a shutout against Emory, and all the scouts went, "Who is this guy?"
And he homered in the game too.
Right. But anyway, Trinity was the story of that tournament. They came back to win, as you said, with a superlative record.
Ray Hill with the ground out. And it goes Tower to Oldham. 1 away.
Because we're both old. We were there. But because we're old, we didn't remember that.
Designated hitter number 16.
Impressive.
You did the Zimmerman shutout game, didn't you?
I did.
You and Brad Woodall.
I did.
Because Jim Paschke and I did the next game.
That's right.
And I remember Paschke said, "These guys are pretty good." And Woodall said, "They're very good."
Good times. There's Ben Anderson. He's getting the DH spot here in game number 2. Okay. 2-0 here to Ben. Ben's a .238 hitter. He's got 3 home runs and 26 RBI.
Pinch hit in the first game. Or no, we saw him pinch hitting earlier in the tournament.
Well, good to plug him in. He draws a walk here with one away. And the batter will be Cameron, the left fielder.
Number 32 is
He's had 19 walks and 100 plate appearances, so he's got a good eye. Cameron had his difficulties in left field in the first game, went 2 for 4 at the plate, however.
Swings through that pitch.
Cameron's a 192 hitter on the season.
One and one to Scott.
Kind of good tournament, 6 for 14.
One and two here to Cameron. Evens the count.
He's a senior from St. Mary's County, Maryland, a predominantly all Maryland roster. A couple of Delaware kids thrown in for the Seagulls.
Up in the air and out of play. And the count goes full. Oldham a little frustrated with that last pitch, frustrated with himself.
See if Troy Rowan starts the runner. Anderson's 2 of stolen base attempts this year, but the way Cameron's handled the bat, he doesn't start.
And another souvenir.
Rowan in his 8th season won 78% of his games.
That one fouled off of Malcolm. So Cameron battling here and making Oldham work in the process. Base hit to right. Anderson on his way to third. Runners at the corners for the Seagulls.
Cameron continues to swing a hot bat. Hooks that one to right. Claiborne had to go a ways to get it, which enabled Anderson to easily make it to third. And Salisbury continues to have a lot of traffic on the bases. The first game, they stranded a village out there. 12 left on base. They had a man left on base in the first as well, and they've got 2 on here with hopes to score in the second.
And Zach Giesemann getting the start here behind the dish in game number 2. Zach had a pinch hitting appearance in game 1.
He's now 17 for 67 on the year. It's a .250 average. Couple homers, 17 RBIs. This is only his 16th start of the year.
And Ferentz, good bat, could certainly make an appearance in a pinch hitter role or swap him out if need be. But early on, going to give Ferentz a break between games and see if Giesemann can provide some spark. 2-1. Now it's 3-1.
Oldham has been a strikeout guy. Walked 2 in the opening game against Baldwin Wallace. Walked 2 already today. Pitching on short rest, of course.
Pops a strike there. Count goes full. Cameron's at first, Anderson at third. Runner goes from first, and a base hit to right field. A run in to make it 1-0 Seagulls. Gieselman delivers.
Rohan starts the runner, and on the hit and run, Gieselman hits behind the runner, oops it into right. Cameron easily makes third. Anderson trots in from third base with the first run of the game. The seldom used Gieselman with his first hit of the tournament, and it produces a lead for Salisbury. First time they've led today. Pitcher coach is going to make a visit to the mound.
37 pitches tossed so far by Oldham. Waddell is the number 9 hitter that he will face. So that was part of the equation in game 1 that was lacking for the Seagulls. Just couldn't get the big base hit, and as Bill mentioned, had to play from behind the whole game. So game 2, they'll play from in front here, and
there's
looking for more.
Nobody in the bullpen, by the way. So this is a visit to try to settle down Oldham. Umpire says enough's enough. Donnie Smith is going to break up the party. Oldham's a junior, 6'1", 205 pounds.
Chat over. Malcolm directing traffic.
Oldham's got a career record of 17-3. Thrown over 160 innings in compiling that record.
Facing Waddell. Righty on lefty, squares. And the runner at third, that's Cameron. Started, shifted gears, retreated back.
Waddell has put down 6 bunts. Third most on the team. He's driven in 23 runs.
Luke went to the back pocket to take a peek at the crib notes.
Safety squeeze again. Not a bad play to even the runner from third doesn't score. It moves Gieselman into scoring position for the top of the order, and Hyder, who's been swinging a hot bat.
Instructions again relayed to the base runners. And a little soft toss over to the third base side that time.
Waddell's 3 for 15 in the tournament with 2 RBIs.
Slicer into the seats. So now it's 1-2.
All 3 of his hits came against Marietta in a big 7-5 Gulls win over the defending champs. Or excuse me, the top seed.
Even at 2-2. Inside. Count is full.
Oldham wanted that pitch.
To short. Bobbled. Toss to second. Back to first. Double play. How about Donahue staying with it? They turn it. They get 2. And they limit the Seagulls to 1 run. in the top half of the second inning. The defending national champs, however, lead it here in game number 2.
Student athletes, coaches, and administrators. D3 aims to ensure it is safe for, inclusive of, and welcoming to the LGBTQ community and its allies. To assist with this, the Division III LGBTQ leading off the bottom of the second.
Bottom 2, and now Eastern Connecticut State for the first time today plays from behind. They trail 1-0. Benji Thalheimer on the hill for the Seagulls. He'll face the catcher, Matt Malcolm. Ball 1 to Matt.
Malcolm was 2 for 4 in the series opener.
Goes to right. Hyder makes the grab. One up, one down. Here's Rich, the DH.
Designated hitter number 6.
Jack had a big game 1, went 3 for 5. He was one of the conductors of the merry-go-round. He's had a nice tournament.
Swing and a miss, a little off speed there from Thalheimer.
Rich 7 for 15 in the tournament. Combined, Rich and the man on deck, Tower, have collected 15 hits. So you get through the heart of the order with Broadhurst and Mazzano and Malcolm. You take a breath, and then these guys have bunched 15 hits collectively.
Showing up, making their presence felt. 2-2 to Jack Rich.
That's why Eastern Connecticut has more hits than anybody other team in the 8-team field.
Thalheimer, the 2-2. Off the end of the bat, rolled to Rice, and there's 2 away. Bring up Josh Tower, the first baseman. What a game 1 he had.
Record tying 5 hits, one of
First baseman
18
number 12.
players now to do that in this history of this tournament. Also drove in 5 runs.
Strike to Josh.
8 for 16 in the tournament. Eight RBIs.
Count even at 1-1.
The 8 RBIs is the tournament leader. McKinley Herbs of LaGrange had 7.
Campbell at second. Side retired. 1-2-3 frame for Benji Thalheimer and the Seagulls, who lead it 1-0 after 2.
To our corporate champions and partners. Without their support, these great championship moments and opportunities are not possible for our student athletes. The NCAA's commitment to the highest levels of fairness and well-being, along with the pursuit of excellence in both academics and athletics, helps build a championship culture. With their generosity, our corporate partners make it possible to celebrate champions. Thank you.
Downtown Cedar Rapids, they played host to this tournament once again this year.
And we'll be back next year. Or at least the teams will be back. Maybe we'll get asked back too.
Flip of the coin. Hardware in the house. Top of the third. Seagulls with a 1-0 lead. Start at the top of their lineup card with Hyder, and then Campbell and Kester. Cam walked. Didn't lead to anything, however, in the top of the first. Right field. Claiborne diving snag. He's got it.
Ball hung up there a long time, didn't it? Off the bat, I thought that was a looping single, but Claiborne didn't give up on it. Got a good jump and runs it down for the first out in the third. Nice catch.
The second baseman, number 37, Patrick Campbell.
Little belly flop.
Superman action there.
Show the umpires. Yep. Record the out. 9 on the scorecard.
There's a star.
Oh, yeah, I got to put the star. Here's Campbell. And Oldham ahead quickly, 0-2. Oof. Tough swing there. Just flailed at it. Strikeout for Oldham. He's got 2 now, 2 away.
22, Cobby Kester.
Shows probably his best fastball of the day to blow Campbell away.
This is how you like to face Castor with the bases empty. 2 down. After the first pitch, Tower plays it on the hop. Safe. Oldham didn't win the race against Castor.
He might get a challenge here, although Oldham's looking in the dugout, and I don't know if he's getting any affirmation. The pitcher doesn't make the player. He missed.
Ooh.
He didn't get there in time, though.
Bang, bang. And
Oldham might be right.
yeah.
We're stalling for time. Catcher over in the dugout. I think we're just playing flat out stalling for time so they can look at the same pictures you are and determine if a challenge is a good call.
That's a tough one.
No challenges forthcoming, and the speedy Caster's aboard with 2 out.
So give him the single, the infield single. 3 hits now for the Gulls. Stephen Rice, the batter. Strike to him.
They give Castor a lot of credit for getting down the line.
Just hustled.
Yeah.
Never assumed that it was going to be an easy out.
Castor hasn't stolen a base here. On the year, he's done so 29 times.
They are cognizant of that, is Eastern Con State.
I take that back. Castor had a steal against Marietta. So he's got 30 steals on the year.
Rice cuts through it hard. Down 0-2. So Oldham is trying to take care of business at the plate and nullify Castor beating him to the bag. Checked in time, 1-2. Good backhanded by Malcolm. Evens the count at 2-2. Two and two with 2 down. Another throw. Oldham to the plate, fouled back.
Rice has had some competitive at-bats today. Last game, he really challenged the pitcher. As I say, he also went 2 for 4. Got a double.
And he's working the count here, works it full, and Castor will be on the move here.
Ryan, I'll be nuts too, the starter in that game.
Foul tip.
Well, be a veteran, and one of the cornerstones of last year's championship team for the Seagulls. Good defensive shortstop.
Rice waiting. He'll wait a little longer. Billy Oldham. Ball 4. 2 aboard with 2 down.
Third walk for Oldham, who had seemed to get into a rhythm early in the inning. And then just didn't get over and had beat to the first base by Castor. And then Rice with a very competitive at bat to draw the walk.
Sky Rayhill now. Trying to pick up his teammates who will be a little closer, second and third on the wild pitch. Yeah, first 2 outs. Nice play in right field by Claiborne. Strikes out Campbell. But when Oldham couldn't beat Castor to the bag, problems ensued. Trying to get out of it. Seagulls trying to make him pay.
He left the bases loaded in the 5th. When Salisbury had some momentum in game 1. They had scored 3, threatening for more, but excuse me, that was in the 8th when he left the bases loaded by grounding out. At that point, Salisbury had scored a run, and we're threatening to tighten things up. Rayhill couldn't come up with a big hit. See if he's got it in him right here.
3-1.
Rayhill's second in the team in RBIs.
Swings through it. Boy, he jumped out of the box. Trying to lace that baseball. Full count, 2 away. 2 aboard for Salisbury. Ball 4, they're loaded. And it's Ben Anderson, the designated hitter.
Designated hitter number 16, Ben Anderson.
Walked and scored the only run in this contest back in the 2nd inning.
Anderson's only got 101 at bats this year. This may be the biggest of the year for him, a .232 hitter.
Big spot, takes ball 1.
Anderson with 3 homers, 24 RBIs. This is his 27th start of the season in Salisbury's 50th game. 51st game.
Massive cut there. Bases loaded with Seagulls. Got the strike. 1-2. Fought it off foul. We showed you the relay signs that go right to the pitcher. Malcolm, the catcher, also takes a peek in the dugout, so he knows what's coming. 1-2. Evens it at 2-2.
Oldham has now thrown 68 pitches here with 2 out in the third.
Laboring, to be sure. Still wiggle room to get out of it, however.
Another competitive at bat. Rice with a good at bat, ended in a walk. Ray Hill, same thing, ended in a walk. Anderson spoiling a pitch there.
Oldham, the knockout punch. Nope. 3-2. Everyone moving here. Crowd into it. Caught by Claiborne. He battled the sun there. For a moment he froze, but he makes the catch in right field, and the Gulls leave him loaded in the top of the third inning. 1-0. The score remains intact here in Cedar Rapids.
Follow NCAA Division III on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for all your Division III updates. And join the conversation by using hashtag NCAAD3 and hashtag YD3.
A dicey situation for Eastern Connecticut State in the top half of the third, but they squirm out of trouble.
Left on base was a bugaboo for Salisbury in game 1. They stranded 12 in an 11-6 loss. They've stranded 5, but they lead here 1-0 in the third.
Plantamaro will lead it off, then Claiborne in top of the order. Donahue against Benji Thalheimer. That get our crew?
I think it came close.
Yeah. Just above them. It scrambled our guys, if anything. Didn't hold up there, so 1-2.
This is the hot hitting, or this is
Plantamaro.
Plantamaro was shown a great ability to bunt. A lost start. That one went off his foot. Ouch.
Dogs are barking. At least one of the dogs. Noah will walk it off.
Plantamaro had 2 sacrifice bunts in the first game. He's got 3 in the tournament. And again, that you don't see very often. Brian Ham, coach, allowing the second baseman to walk off the pane.
Where's the ethyl chloride when you need it?
Yeah,
remember that stuff?
Yeah, you don't see that much anymore.
Used to spray something like that. It was in a liquid form, and it would freeze it. And it was great until the freeze wore off. And you screamed in anguish.
Now the freeze is in Atlanta, right?
You are correct. 1-2. 2-2. Thalheimer taking a long look, and too long, says Noah. He steps out of the batter's box and not wearing batter's gloves, but he'll reach down sometimes between at-bats and grab a fistful of dirt, rosin up the hands. And count goes full. There we go.
We'll do it again.
Yep.
Guys adjust their batting gloves. Well, he doesn't have any batting gloves to adjust. He's going to delay the game any way he can.
And he goes far enough away, he's not taking anything out of the batter's box. Right field, Hyder is there for the catch. One down here in the bottom of the third.
Right fielder, number 15.
Ballheimer retires the leadoff man for the second time in 3 innings.
Jason Claiborne, who made that fine catch in the top half of the third. Goes the other way with it, deep in the hole. Rice fires a strike, but it pulled Rahal off the bag.
Tough play for the shortstop Rice. His throw is high. Oh, they call that an error? My goodness.
Yes.
Shortstop number 1, Zach Donahue.
A word from the official scorer.
Wow, that is a tough error. Rice goes in the hole, and the throw is certainly off the bag, but my goodness, that's a tough play.
We'll duke it out in the corridor here later with the official scorer. Zach Donahue now trying to take advantage with a runner on and one away. To left, Cameron is there, makes the catch, and there are 2 down.
Center fielder number
Bagdasarian, the batter.
Bagdasarian.
Runner goes. Throw by Giesemann is in time for the punch out and the end of the inning. Zach Giesemann, difference maker here in game 2. At the plate and behind it.
Strong throw by the catcher to get Claiborne and end the third.
You know that chick that used to dance a lot? Every night she'd be on the floor shaking what she got. Man, when I tell you she was cool, she was red hot. I mean, she was steaming. And that time over at Johnny's place, well, this chick got up and she slapped Johnny's face. Man, we just fell about the place. If that chick don't wanna go, forget it.
Leading off the top of the 4th inning for Salisbury, left fielder number 32, Scott Cameron.
Spectacular day here in the Midwest. What will become of the trophy? Where will it find a home? Bookends back in Maryland?
Nobody's done that since 2011, 2012, and Marietta had that feat. It's only been done 3 times.
Or
Willimantic, Connecticut.
Cameron to Claiborne and right, went away. Yes, does it end up in Connecticut and they slide the 4 other national championships over the trophy case to make room?
Giesemann.
We shall see. Giesemann drove in the lone run in this game, and last inning you saw what he did with the hose to second base. Cut down the runner trying to swipe it.
Mentioned this the other day, and I don't even know if he's listening, although he's such a fan of Division III baseball. It is worth noting that Ken and Tim, who is the sports information director at Wisconsin Oshkosh, and so important to running this tournament for 18, 19 years in Appleton, did so. But Ken is retiring at the end of July, and it's worth
June.
June, yeah.
He's done in like a few weeks.
But it is for aficionados of this sport, and obviously are if you're tuning in. You owe a gratitude to Ken and Tim, who really was the backbone of this tournament all those years in Appleton. And good luck to Ken in retirement.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the real good guys amongst many in the industry.
And we talked about Hannah and Dan Hammis doing a nice job here of keeping the trains running on time and providing the media with stats and what. Ken set the standard, I think, and how a tournament should be run, not just from the sports information side, but he ran the tournament. It's the conduit between the civic leaders and the hotels, and provided cars for committee members, made sure that families were involved with the teams that came into Appleton. Really, Ken and Tim set the standard on how to do things, and congratulations to him on a great career in sports information, and certainly for being one of the pioneers of making this a nice event for the student athlete.
He's in the SID Hall of Fame for a reason.
And he's probably not listening, but we beat it anyway. He's certainly been good to us through the years. Well, or he's hanging on our every word.
Doubtful. Luke Waddell, the batter. Just foul. And it'll be back here in Cedar Rapids in 2023. Then it moves on, and the challenge will fall to the folks in the greater Cleveland area.
Eastlake, Ohio will be the host in 2024. It's already been awarded there. I believe Case Western is the host in Eastlake.
And the ballpark is where the Lake County Captains play, also in the Midwest League. So it'll be similar configuration.
Right on the water, I'm told.
That's what I hear. So might be some fog to deal with and misty waters blowing in off of Lake. What is that? Is that Erie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, Bob was not a geography major at UW Oshkosh.
Right. Even with Ken in there to try to keep me straight, I learned nothing. Waddell having a foul fest here. And Oldham trying to retire him and make this a quick inning.
He has yet to have a clean inning.
Right on the bags. You know that's fair. And Tower played it perfectly to get the out and retire the side. There's a clean inning. Nothing across for Salisbury in their half of the fourth.
I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of career goals.
You're there to get a full college experience, not only participate.
Bottom four as we fly up and out of the ballpark into the neighborhood surrounding Veterans Memorial Stadium here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. 1-0 bottom of four. Bagdasarian leading it off here. Then Broadhurst and Mascano. Ryan takes the ball low. He flew out to right in his first AB. Second time through the order for the Warriors. First time around, they managed a couple of base hits, both of them in the first inning. Working the count here to 3-0 against Benji Thalheimer. And it's ball four. Leadoff man aboard for the Warriors in the fourth. Broadhurst, the All-American, as the Lou chants go up. That'll reach the seats. He singled his last time up in the first. And the Warriors threatened in the first with two aboard, but a double play ball ended the threat.
Mentioned this earlier in the tournament. Broader's slugging percentage, .725 coming into the tournament, second only to former National Player of the Year Basilio Ortiz. Little infield practice there for Salisbury.
Yep, home plate umpire Donnie Smith said that's a foul ball. Heck of a foul ball off of Broaders. Rolled all the way down to the third base side, and Waddell fielded it. He wasn't taking any chances.
There it is. And
Yeah.
what?
Crazy Kara.
Salisbury managed to turn a nice 5-4-3 double play to the Ghost Runner.
So 0-2. Slice it to right. Hyder trying to get there. And he does with a nice catch.
Well, he covers a lot of ground. He went a long way, makes a sliding catch. Nice base running by Bagassarian to not get caught off the bag. Because again, Hyder went a long way. Got to his feet to make the throw. Allowed out for Broadhurst. Nice play by Hyder.
Yeah, he doesn't get there. And
that's a double for a lot of right
yeah.
field.
And Bagassarian would be standing at third at least. Instead, it's an out. Masagno the batter. Came in high and tight, and he had to muscle it out to left. No dice, 0-2.
By and large, Salisbury's had the success they've had the last 2 years by playing good defense and pitching well. They execute.
Runner at first occupying that, so it's a strikeout. 2 away. And Malcolm the catcher. Yeah, this type of game so far, this is more of their liking.
But they move runners. I mean, the cliche, isn't it? I think accurate. They play the game the right way. They had errors in the last game, but by and large, this is a fundamentally sound team, coached by Troy Borhan. And obviously, you don't win 48 games, then that'd be a well-coached team by Brian Hamm as well. Hamm's won over 300 games in his career. He's at Amherst before coming to Eastern, where he's won 100-plus games now.
Thalheimer quickly ahead of Malcolm. Looking to erase the Warriors and get his team still in front in the 5th. Move it to the 5th. Strikeout for Benji. Back-to-back Ks here in the inning. And we go to the 5th inning with the defending national champs in front, 1-0.
All fans at athletic events around the country and ensuring that Division III student athletes have a rewarding experience. Through the program, Division III institutions will be assisted in providing exceptional levels of guest services.
Certainly a different ball game here in number 2 compared to number 1 as they play for that trophy. 1-0 this time around. Pitching and defense, the story here so far. We've seen both. And top of the order for the Gulls. Hyder, then Campbell and Castor.
Leading off the top of the 5th inning for the Seagulls, right fielder number 19, Cam Hyder.
Cam today walked in the 1st, flew out to right in the 3rd. Slow roller, Plantamaro makes the play.
Good pitch by Oldham to saw off Hyder and get the leadoff man here in the 5th.
And now Campbell. I was talking
Second
between
baseman,
games
number
with
37, Patrick Campbell.
Will, the sports information director for Salisbury. And he was talking about Jimmy Atkins and how He was out of sort, just the animation, the frustration, the barking. That's not his MO at all. And from his perspective, kind of thought that was a carryover, because you see your starting pitcher and you don't recognize that trait, and so it just kind of manifests at times. And of course, Eastern Connecticut State had a lot to do with that. They went up there and bashed the baseball for 11 runs on 18 hits.
Atkins gave up 11 of them and suffered the loss. He's the Division II Pitcher of the Year. His record dropped to 7-2 with a less than spectacular outing. Gave up 11 runs, 6 hits, and 4 1/3 innings of work.
That's 3 punch-outs now for Oldham. And the batter will be Castor, singled in the 3rd.
Oldham's now retired 6 in a row.
Castor's only a junior. I know we've seen him back-to-back years, but he plays like a seasoned vet, like he's been around the program, gone the distance. Center field, Bagdasarian backpedals and makes the catch. Side retired. Clean inning for Oldham. 1-0 game stays intact, middle of 5.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th inning.
Bottom of the 5th. Here in Cedar Rapids, Rich the DH, followed by Tower the first baseman, Plantamaro the second baseman. Eastern Connecticut State trailing 1-0 here in Game 2. After taking Game 1, they would love nothing better than to hoist that trophy. Make it a clean sweep against the defending national champions. 2-0 to Jack. Make it 3-0. Good hold there by Rich. He thought about going around. In there for a strike. Thalheimer jammed him. Count goes full.
Thalheimer hasn't allowed a hit since the 1st inning.
Yeah, he gave up 2 in the 1st. Left him stranded. Off the end of the bat, and just out of the reach of Rice. Give it the old college try. So a single, as Bill mentioned, first hit since the 1st. Leadoff man aboard here in the 5th.
Jack Rich continues his big tournament. His 8th hit of the tourney. Leadoff man aboard, 2nd straight inning for Eastern Connecticut. I don't think you're going to see Tower but not the way he's hitting here.
2 locked in.
8 for 17 with 5 RBIs.
And will it squirt through? Throw is not in time. Campbell got there on the outfield grass, but Tower beat it.
Good hustle by Tower for his 9th hit of the tournament. This one's not hit as well as some of the others. Campbell goes a long way. Can't get a whole lot on the throw, and Towers hustle down the line, beats it.
Boy, he was running hard.
Yeah, Warriors have something going in the 5th.
Noah Plantamuro. Squares. And out. Giesemann grabs it. He's been so good bunting, handles the bat so well, not that time.
The right fielder, number 15.
1 away.
See the frustration in Plantamuro for not getting the bunt down there.
Now Claiborne. Swings away, base hit to right. Stop sign goes up. They're loaded with Warriors with one away.
I'm surprised Ham, the third base coach, as well as the head coach, put the stop sign up. Hyder had to go a long way for this ball. You see, he circles it, comes up throwing, and again, I'm a little surprised that they were that conservative with Rich, but the bases are loaded, one out.
And Zach Donahue licking his chops here. Donahue doubled in the first inning, got stranded at third. Opportunity now to tie this one up or put his team ahead.
Infield a double play depth up the middle. Rahill in on the grass at first. Now he goes back behind the base runner. Now in him on the grass again.
Checked in time, 1-1. Hyder is playing shallow right against the lefty. Donahue has just one home run.
And he's hit the ball the other way most of the weekend.
So the scouting report has been filed and consumed by 1-0. Good pitch there. Thalheimer ahead 1-2. Upstairs, 2-2.
Donahue with 30 RBIs out of the leadoff spot during the year. 37 now in the year collectively.
To short, bobbled. Throw to first, only play that Rice had.
So the bobble cost them a run. I don't know if they're going to be able to turn it, but the bobble took away any chance of the double play. And Rice kept his poise and had a strong enough throw to get Donahue. So the score is tied at 1. Bagassarian hits with runners at second and third, not 2 out.
Right field and into the seats. So back to even with 2 away.
Bagassarian with 6 homers, 50 RBIs on the year.
That is a base hit. Castor coming home, not in time. 2 runs are in, runner hung up.
No, there's nobody
but
back
there's
at
nobody
first.
at first.
Now, Rahill went in the cutoff position, and center fielder Castor missed the cutoff man.
So Bagassarian comes through big time. Clutch 2-run single.
Again, Bagassarian among the leaders in this club with a big 2-out hit. And Eastern Connecticut, who led the whole game earlier today, has assumed the lead for the first time in game 2. 52 RBIs now for Bagassarian. You like that Armenian Hammer label?
Oh, he was that time. And a big-time spot comes through.
Team leader in hits this year with a big one there with 2 out.
And when Giesemann got, the catcher was out there running him back. Bagassarian, he knew no one was there. He just casually strolled back to the bag. Chopper by Broadhurst foul.
Bagassarian was the MVP of both the Rochester Regional and the Super Regional.
Broadhurst, the 7th man to bat here in the 5th. Sitting 0-2. Checked in time. Dahlheimer. And the battle continues.
Dahlheimer up to 72 pitches. In his start the other day, he threw in the 50s, 53 to be exact. There is no activity in the Salisbury bullpen currently.
Upstairs with that pitch, 2-2. Luke Chant still vibrating through the ballpark here. They want more. 3 in the bottom of the 5th. That grazed the elbow pad. Enough for home plate umpire Donnie Smith to say, take your base. And the walk out to the mound.
A little breather for the right-hander. Again, no activity in the bullpen for the Gulls. Cohen trying to settle his pitcher down. Pitched effortlessly since the first, but Eastern Connecticut with 2 infield hits and the game tying, or Claiborne single to right goal at the bases, the game tying ground out by Donahue, and Bagassarian's 2-out single to break the tie. Now someone's throwing in the Salisbury bullpen.
So Masagno's the 8th batter now here in the frame.
Brock Hilligus throwing for the Seagulls.
Ball 1 upstairs. Masagno today, double play ball in the 1st, strikeout in the 4th. Opportunity knocking here in the 5th. Down around the shoelaces, 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1.
Sagno 2 for 5 with an RBI earlier today against Salisbury. Went 3 for 5 in the 8-1 win over LaGrange yesterday. Had 3 RBIs.
Big cut. Two and 2 with 2 men aboard. Giesman hung on.
Went up the ladder and got him with a fastball.
But the damage done is 8 Warriors come to the plate. 3 runs are plated. And after 5, here in game 2, Warriors 3, Seagulls 1.
All just giving me the flexibility.
Close after 7.
Well, Billy Oldham, you can call him a survivor, Bill Brophy, because that's exactly what he's done here through the first 5 innings.
Well, he's come up with big pitches when need be. Strands a run in the 1st inning. It's a grounder, double play. This is in the 2nd inning after Salisbury had their low and run, and this came with the bases loaded. In the 3rd, he gets Ben Anderson to fly out, and so he's still in the game, has steadied himself, and has retired the last 7 in a row.
Stephen Rice swinging a miss. First batter here in the 6th. Yeah, at this point in what's at stake, you're not concerned about style points. You don't care how pretty the outs are. You just want them. Whatever it takes.
His pitch count is a little high, though, at 95 here to the first hitter in the sixth. No bullpen activity for either team right now.
On an 0-2, he hit Rice. Oof. So, Seagulls will take it.
This is what's at stake. If Salisbury wins, we play tomorrow at 11 o'clock Central Time. Winner take all for all the marbles. If Eastern Connecticut wins this game, they win the national championship and dethrone Salisbury as the national champs.
And then they get the marbles.
They do all.
Which I haven't seen. I've seen the trophy, but I haven't seen any marbles.
We'll get Alec on that as it is grown.
Sky Rahill, the batter, walked his last AB. That was in the third when they left him loaded. Squares. And, ooh, what's happening here?
Well, Rahill knows, he doesn't think he caught it. I guess he's thrown back to first in hopes of doubling up the runner.
Yeah.
Tower collides with Oldham, and apparently they're both okay.
Home plate umpire signaled catch for the out. You're right. He was trying to get the double play. Oldham collides, and then Plantamaro comes in there just to save the baseball. And that was bumper cars.
Designated hitter number 16, Ben Anderson.
They're checking to make sure Tower's okay. By the way, you swung the bat today, I guess so.
He and Oldham colliding. That's a couple of big bodies.
Yeah.
Be careful out there, young men.
Brian Ham been assured that Tower's okay. Oldham, he's definitely on the mound and ready to pitch, so he's okay. 1 out, 1 on in the sixth.
Here's Ben Anderson, the DH. Takes strike one. And Rice did a good job not to stray too far on the bunt attempt. And got back there in time.
Benicazo, I think, is up and throwing again. We saw Tommy start game 2 here. He was up in the bullpen at the end of game 1 today, and obviously getting serious about throwing right now in relief of Oldham.
Who's at 100 pitches, making 101 on the foul back to the screen.
Benicazo was the winning pitcher against LaGrange, ran his mark to 7-0 with 6 2/3 innings of 8-hit 3-run ball Saturday night.
Oldham the 0-2. Out of the zone.
Ryan Albee was the winning pitcher earlier today. He's now 12-0.
Backhanded by Malcolm. 2-2 to Anderson. Ben's got the lone run for the Gulls. He walked, and then back-to-back singles brought him home. Down on strikes. Chase some high heat, some gas from Oldham. 2 down.
Left fielder number 32,
Goes up the ladder.
Scott Cameron.
And Oldham can get her up there about 90. And he throws about as hard as anybody we've seen here in the tournament.
2 down for Scott Cameron. What a hard baseball coming in there, and Cameron couldn't catch up.
Oldham says, I'm going to challenge you. Here's my best fastball. Hit it.
The 0-1. Strike 2. There are parents, I assume they're parents, we'll just say they're fans of Eastern Connecticut State. And if they're not on the edge of their seat, they are pacing in the corridor. Maybe they can relax a little bit after back-to-back Ks here in the 6th inning.
It's 5 strikeouts for Oldham. He blows away Anderson and then Cameron. And Eastern Connecticut leads 3-1 after 5.5.
No shots of marbles, but more impressive, the memorial outside of Veterans Memorial Stadium here in Cedar Rapids.
Yeah, this ballpark perfect game field is part of that memorial. Certainly the headquarters for athletic events in Cedar Rapids, which honors the veterans. Not only is there a well-manicured field here, which is the home of the Cedar Rapids Colonels in the Midwest League, but the Kingston Stadium across the way is where they play high school football on Friday nights. In the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders hockey home. It's also part of this complex. The Rough Riders are part of the United States Hockey League.
Is that, what is that? Is that affiliate with anybody?
No, that's junior hockey.
Junior hockey?
That's a Tier 1 junior league.
Gotcha.
Out of everybody, if you go to college hockey now, you generally have to play in that league and get some experience.
They get seasoned there, and then they move on to the upper levels.
Yeah.
Okay. But to Bill's point, a lot of activity in and around this area. Malcolm working the count to 3-1 here to kickstart the 6th inning.
It's about time for the 4-4. We've grown.
The 420? Yeah, it's late. Rice deep in the hole. He's going to throw it anyway, and he got him.
Oh, my goodness, what a play.
What a play. Rice is nice. Beyond nice. Look at this.
Rice goes far in the hole, off balance, but accurate enough to get the runner Malcolm on a spectacular play. We've had some web gems in this tournament. That's probably, I think, the best infield play that we've had.
I would vote in the affirmative there. That was spectacular. One away. Jack Rich, the designated hitter. Lifted high in the air, right center. Hyder shading his eyes. Castor calls him off. 2 away.
The 2 shortstops for these teams have really flashed some weather. Donahue had a similar play. I don't think it was quite at the caliber of what we just saw from Rice, but Donahue played the heck out of shortstop as well. Not in the hole yesterday to make a play, outstanding play.
Both those guys, Bill, they have no fear. They're going to make a, they may not get it, may not get their man, but they're going to give it a shot. And when Rice gave that one a shot, you thought, well, nice try, young man. No, he got him.
I agree. I
That
didn't think he had a chance.
But Donahue, Rice, they got guts. You got to have guts to play shortstop.
Little gamesmanship here by Brian Ham prior to Josh Tower stepping in the box. He asked him to talk to him. He wants to give Oldham some more time in the dugout. He'd like to bring Oldham back out to the mound with 100 and some pitches. And Eastern Connecticut's been retired quickly, the first 2 hitters.
1-1 to Josh. Singleton scored in the 3-run 5th.
I think Ham might have suggested taking some pitches as well, as Tower certainly needs no batting advice.
No.
It's 1 for 2 in this game, 9 for 18 in the tournament with 8 RBIs and 5 runs scored. If this result stays the same, he may be the tournament MVP.
Well, he's doing his job here. Fighting some balls off. Killing some time.
Hillegas is once again throwing for Salisbury in the bullpen. There is no activity in the Eastern Connecticut State bullpen, making you think Oldham is going to come out for the 7th.
Liner to Waddell. 1-2-3 inning for Thalheimer. As we go to the 7th inning, More leather being flashed here in Cedar Rapids. Rice is nice. 3-1 to score. There's your score here in game 2. Score is 11-6 ECS in game number 1. They lead it by 2 here, top of the 7th. Seagulls will send up Giesemann, the catcher, Waddell, the third baseman, then top of the order, Hyder, the right fielder.
Tommy Benincasa has resumed throwing in the Eastern Connecticut bullpen in case Oldham would get in trouble here.
You kind of think in the ideal world for the Warriors, Oldham empties the tank here, get through this inning, still with the 3-run lead, and then turn the ball over to your bullpen. That's the ideal scenario, but you know the Seagulls will have something to say about that. Not on that, AB. 2-2.
I don't know if I think Oldham's going to face Hyder for a 4th time. I think he might ask him to get to the order.
Yeah.
Bring in some relief. But, well, again, it depends on whether they get anybody on.
Right. Well, that'll help. Strikeout of Giesemann, 1 away here in the 7th. That's strikeout number 6 for Billy.
4 have come in the last inning and 2/3.
Yeah. Now Waddell, 0 for 2. Ball 1 low. There's a strike, 1-1. To left, Masagno can't get there. We'll play it off the warning track, and Waddell in with a double. And now we shall see. Tying run comes to the plate in a very dangerous Hyder.
Right fielder number 19, Cam Hyder.
Hyder hasn't done much against Oldham, so it looks like he's going to stay in there. Hyder was 3 for 5 in game 1 of this series. Is 0 for 2 with a walk today. And that's going to be all.
Yep.
Your teammates know it. Ham must have told everybody in the dugout that he ain't going to face Hyder a 4th time because they're already providing the conga line to congratulate Oldham on a really strong effort. His 2nd start of the tournament, very similar to the first one, in fact a little better. He went 6 1/3, gave up 2 runs, 8 hits. Opening day against Baldwin Wallace, he goes 6 1/3 here and leaves with a 3-1 lead.
115 pitches tossed by Billy. We'll step aside, reset the new pitcher when we return. Tommy Benincasa, right-hander, takes over here with a runner on and one out in the top of the 7th.
Second appearance in the tournament. He was the winning pitcher Saturday night when Eastern Connecticut beat LaGrange 4-3 in a pretty good game. Benincasa threw 106 pitches that night, ran his record to 7-0 with 6 2/3 innings of a good performance. About 8 hits, 3 runs, all earned. Walked 1, struck out 9. Again, on the year, coming into the tournament, he had a 2.45 ERA. This is his 16th appearance, his 6th out of the bullpen. And now in 72 1/3 innings has allowed 61 hits, 18 earned runs, 20 earned runs after the other night. Walked 15, struck out 58. Opponents have hit 214 against Benincasa, who also started the Super Regional clinching game against Rowan. He pitched 6 1/3 innings that day in Mansfield, Connecticut, and allowed 5 hits and 6 runs. Was not involved in the decision.
Tough customer to start it off. Leadoff man Cam Hyder.
We discovered the other night, very animated on the mound.
Snaps in the first pitch strike.
Hyder's a tough out. Nine for 21 in the tournament.
Check of the runner. Squares. And the ball is dropped by Benincasa. Colliding with Malcolm. Should have been an easy out. Malcolm's looking back saying, that's my ball.
I don't think we've got a ruling yet. But lack of communication here between the pitcher and the catcher. Benincasa tries to make the sliding catch, and the ball hits him and caroms into foul territory, allowing Waddell to get the third. Hyder's at first. Not sure what Troy Brohan is signaling to the umpire. But anyway, we got runners in the corners with 1 out, and a pinch hitter is what he's signaling.
That's it. It's Ethan Wentzloff, junior right-handed hitter.
Wentzloff's a 204 hitter, 10 for 49 with 3 doubles, 9 RBIs. So Wentzloff the hit for Campbell in a big situation.
Ethan watches a ball in the dirt.
In the College World Series.
In a big spot. Tying runs aboard for the Seagulls. 2-0.
Wentzloff's a junior from Damascus, Maryland. An outfielder by trade. Hitters count here. Infield a double play depth. They'll give up the run to potentially get a inning double play.
This is trouble. It drops into right for a base hit. Throw to third is in time to get the runner. Tag applied on the back.
Well, I think we're going to get a challenge here. Hyder read that play well and was off to the races, but a good play by Claiborne to get the ball in, and the umpires say threw him out at third. A run does score. We got a 1-run game, but Salisbury thinks that Hyder was safe at third. Troy Brohan, who had a better look at that than anybody, challenges immediately, and we'll go under the hood for the first challenge of this game. I give credit to Claiborne, the second baseman. Panamiro makes the play and the throw. You be the judge. Here it is again. Does Hyder get in? Umpire says no. That's what they're reviewing. Got to be conclusive. The question, I guess, did he get the tag on?
Yeah. Well, he got the tag. He scrapes from the backside.
Or did he?
Yeah, he definitely gets the scrape, but was the foot in there before the scrape on the body part? Watch this angle. The scrape starts there. I think that's an out.
No, so does the third base umpire. And that gentleman is who?
That gentleman is Justin Sims.
So he's part of the review process that goes on underneath the stands here at Perfect Game Field.
And that's big because that's your tying run with only one out at third base.
And
Wipe it away.
Cobby Castor coming up.
Yeah.
Who's their best hitter? But.
And Wetzloff, how about that? A little over 200 hitter, pinch hitter, and wasn't hit hard, but got it done to at least get the run in.
Yeah, this is a pivotal call in the game. Great play by Plantamuro, though. Don't forget that. He hunts down the Duck Snorton short right field, makes the slide, gets up and throws a P to Broadhurst, and Broadhurst, there it is, comes up, slides, gets the ball, and very quickly in one motion gets it to Broadhurst, who could he apply the tag in time is I guess the question that we're waiting to have answered.
And it's become a reflex now in all of sports. You jump up, you don't start arguing with the umpire, you just turn and make that headphones signal.
Well, again, Brohan had as good a view of it as anybody, and he knew he was going to challenge. And he waits like, here comes the umpires. The decision is
out. So Hyder erased. The run does score to make it 3-2. That's the second out of the inning.
And again, in the review, don't forget the play that Plantamuro made to make the throw to get the lead runner.
So Wetzloff is over at first base with 2 down for Castor. Just missing. 1-0.
Castor's 1 for 3 in this game. 3 for 7 against Eastern Connecticut today after struggling the first few days of the tournament.
Smacks it to center. Bagdasarian gets to the spot. Catch is made, side retired. Seagulls claw closer, however. They tally once in the top of the 7th. It's now a 3-2 game as we stretch them out. We have no qualms with the weather here on Championship Tuesday. It has been spectacular. Best of 3 series between those two clubs. They're the final 2 teams remaining here from the field of 8.
Trent Saunders remains in the game, or gets in the game at second base. Campbell was playing second, got pinch hit for by Wetzloff, who got the run scoring signal. And now Saunders comes in the game at second.
So bottom of 7. The lead is 1.
And Benji Thalhammer remains on the hill.
At 95 pitches now, but 3-0 to Plantamuro. Strike.
That's Hilligus in the bullpen for Salisbury once again. He's been throwing each of the last. Oh, I take that back. They replaced.
Brandon Epstein.
Yeah, that's Epstein.
And a walk. Maybe that's why. Close eye here. After getting a run, you don't want to give it right back. Leadoff man aboard here. for Eastern Connecticut State.
Right fielder number 15.
Yeah, Brohan just signaled the catcher go out and buy some time. Ferentz doing just that. Or Giesemann doing just that.
In fact, he's looking over at the bullpen while he talks, so he's got his marching orders here.
And plate umpire Donnie Smith looking at Brohan saying, "You going to make a move? Are you going to go through this whole choreographed drill?"
I believe they are.
Yep. Smith going to break up the pitcher-catcher conference. I expect Brohan to come out of the dugout.
Oh, yeah,
and
what a
sure enough,
coincidence.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think you're going to get to know Brandon Epstein. Indeed, Epstein has been summoned.
And Thalheimer will call it a day. Did a terrific job. The new pitcher for the Gulls when we return. Brandon Epstein, the right-hander, takes over here in the 7th inning for Salisbury.
Epstein's 4-1 of the year at a 2.40 ERA coming in. Made his 24th appearance the other night. This is his 25th appearance. All but one out of the bullpen. He's got a save. Epstein on the year with 33 1/3 innings. He's allowed 27 hits, 8 earned runs. He's walked 19, struck out 25. Epstein made an appearance against Marietta the other night through 3 1/3 innings of scoreless 3-hit relief.
Waddell sneaking in for the bunt, and there it is. Foul ball. Ooh. For a while, it was a spinner in front of the plate and almost died in the dirt.
Epstein has won. Well, until the other night, he'd won his last 3 games when he entered the fray. Picked up no decision the other night. Rock Hilligus got the win as Salisbury bumped off top-seeded Marietta 7-5 and started 2 straight losses for Marietta, and they were on the bus shortly thereafter.
Claiborne gets it down this time. Sacrifice complete. As the Warriors try to get that run back they gave up in the top of the 7th inning. Back to the top of the order, and Donahue.
The shortstop number 1, Zach Donahue.
And Ham's a believer and pressured the defense, make him execute defensively. Epstein did very well, but the runner's in scoring position for the top of the order and 1 out.
That got sacked. Tried to get out of the way and couldn't.
And now here come the big boys in Bagassarian, Broadhurst, and Mazzagno.
Mm-hmm.
Center fielder number 11, Brian Bagdasarian.
Bagdasarian had the big 2-run single back in the 5th inning.
That was the big hit in the 3-run inning, and right now that's the difference in this game.
Big time cut there.
Yeah, I think he was thinking more of a single. He was going for the downs.
Yes, he was. Epstein. Outside the zone, 1-1. Swing and a miss.
Off speed there, gets Bagassarian off stride. Gilgis, who's now thrown 3 innings in a row in the bullpen, is in the bullpen and ready if needed.
Train's a half hour late today. Must have been a cow on the tracks. Good scoop by Giesemann.
Very good. He's not bothered by the train.
2-2 with one away. Mariners with their leads. Count goes full. And you said it, Bill. Here come the big bats, and so here's the pitch sequence so far. And then the last one. Now what do? You get a comebacker. Throw to third, out there. Throw across the diamond, not in time. But they get the lead runner in the second out.
That's a play, though, by Epstein. Momentum was carrying him that way after the comebacker, so he throws to third to get the lead runner. Waddell's relay throw from third doesn't get Bagazarian, who runs well, but good play by Epstein. Didn't force anything and gets what turns out to be the lead runner. So 2 outs, still runners at first and second for Broadhurst.
He singled back in the first. His teammates could use another one of those here in the 7th inning, desperately trying to pad their lead. One and one. Donahue, good wheels out at second base. Broadhurst swings through it, 1-2.
Got in on his hands.
Epstein trying to get out of the jam, trying to get his team back to the plate. Down just a run.
Trying to get him to chase. Broadhurst very disciplined at the plate.
Two on the way. Straight up the elevator shaft. Calling, catching, Rahill, side retired. Thread over. To the 8th inning we go. Warriors 3, Seagulls 2. Again, more of the scenery in and around Veterans Memorial Stadium here in Cedar Rapids.
Our home for the last 5 days.
Yep. Bill Brophy, Bob Brainerd, our crew. We're going to give them all some love in a short time here.
I'm going to give them love now. They've done a great job.
Shortstop number 6, Stephen Rice.
You want to read their names?
No, you're the big-time
right.
play-by-play guy. You do.
Yeah, I got your back.
What more? It'll be more coming from you.
The guys that punch all the buttons.
Yeah.
Seamus Kreider, Alec DeFord, Aaron Scheibelhut. Hope I got that right. Stephen Rice popping out to the second baseman, 1 away. And our cameras, these are the guys that they're out in the elements for hours upon hours. Michael Kramer, Clayton Walters, Kevin Thorne, Eric Benson, and Eric Foley. Hats off, gentlemen.
There you go, guys.
Excellent job.
Really, you guys performed above and beyond. There's shots of the crew.
This guy Rahill, bouncing ball to second. 2 up and 2 down quickly here in the top of the 8th.
Very quickly, Benincasa getting quick outs and taking airtime away from our superior crew.
Well, that covers our crew. The folks we said in game 1, but the folks from the American Rivers Conference that help us know what we're talking about.
Yeah, again, Dan Hamm is the commissioner of the American Rivers Conference. Hannah Halverson in charge of sports information. She's assisted by Danny Williams, and they've been great and have treated us very, very nicely in our stay in Cedar Rapids. Salisbury's would like to extend that stay, but they need a couple runs here with only 4 outs to get them.
Ben Anderson's the batter, 1-1. And of course, numerous NCAA members that are in and about the stadium, making everything work. Our friend Don, who's in charge of the umpiring crew. Also,
Don Unroth.
Yeah. He always passes out the rules on the video reviews so that we understand how to communicate to you when they're underneath the stadium looking at close plays. So thanks to all you folks. We appreciate you. Down the first base line, foul. As Tower
completes the play, but it's a foul ball. Good job by Benincasa getting over there just in case. This late in the championship game, you got to make sure you're playing hard, and these guys are.
Tower figured I'm dirty anyway, so might as well go through the motions. 2-2 to Anderson. Count goes full.
And Anderson getting the call at DH in this game. 0 for 2 with a walk, scored a run.
Strike 3 called. Benincasa fired up. His catcher Malcolm the same. And a 1-2-3 frame gets Eastern Connecticut State closer to a national championship. Epstein will remain in there. Pitcher for the Seagulls. They're down to their final 3 outs, but it's just a 1-run ball game. Here in game 2, Eastern Connecticut State, their mission here. Get a little more cushion if you can before heading to the 9th. Masagna will lead it off. Checked, but not in time. Strike 1.
Sagna's had a big tournament. I think his name's in consideration of Eastern Connecticut State wins the championship. His name would be under consideration for the most outstanding player. Billy Oldham would have 2 wins. I would think he'd be under consideration again if the Warriors would hold on. But I got to think Tower with the 5-hit game and hitting 500 in the tournament is probably the selection.
Pretty eye-popping. They'll hand out all that hardware following the game if it ends.
I was going to say Salisbury would like to consider having some of their players, and they'd also like to play tomorrow.
When the championship hardware is handed out, then let's put it that way. 1-2 to John. Lifts this one straight up. Third baseman calls everybody off. That's Waddell. 1 away.
I mean, Hyder, I would think, would be on the all-tournament team. I would think Rice would be in the all-tournament team if there were no other reason why he's played shortstop. But he's also swung the bat in the cleanup spot for Salisbury.
Malcolm the catcher. Strike one.
Malcolm 0 for 3 today.
On one pitch from Epstein. 2-1. Way outside.
Other individual stars in this tournament, Jared Aldridge. LaGrange had 9 hits. That's the team leader. Joe Ruth had 8. He's the all-time hits leader in Division III for most hits in a season. I think he finished at 108. We saw him break the record the other night. Aaron Simmons of E.W. Stevens Point had a couple home runs, scored 6 runs. Irvs drove in 7 runs. He's a nice center fielder for LaGrange.
A strike. And Malcolm got to go get the lumber or the aluminum or whatever. And head down, head back.
He and plate umpire Johnny Sims have been near each other all day, but I don't think Malcolm won any points with Sims or Smith for the plate umpire with that bat toss.
That's ball 4.
Yeah, pretty good bat flip after the walk.
He had a lot of practice.
Yeah.
So a 1-out walk brings up Jack Rich, the designated hitter. And
Killigus, the left-hander, will come in to face Rich, the left-hander. In fact, the signal has been made with 2 lefties coming up in a row. Troy Brohan doesn't hesitate, and he'll bring in Brock Hilligus, who's been effective for the whole tournament.
Back to Cedar Rapids in just a moment.
The batter is a designated hitter number 6, Jack Rich.
It's indeed the lefty Brock Hilligus taking over here. 1 out, 1 man on.
Hilligus was the winning pitcher in the Marietta game. Through 3 2/3 innings of scoreless relief that night, allowed 1 hit. That ran his record to 4-1 on the year. He's got the best ERA in the club, under $1.25.
And Rich greets him with a single to right. So the designated hitter hitting right off the bump.
Pitched on 2 for 4 today in this game.
The first baseman, number 12, Josh Tower.
He was 3 for 5 earlier in the game against Eastern Connecticut, and here is the hottest hitter in the tournament, Josh Tower.
Bill mentioned the 5 hits in game 1. Got another hit here in game number 2. One to know to Josh.
Nine for 19 in the tournament, 8 RBIs.
Two and 0 to Tower.
Well, hitters count now for Tower. He's got to be licking his chops.
Missing. 3 and 0.
Hilligus has struck out 22 hitters in 24 innings. He's walked but 2. Didn't walk anybody. Or he take that back. He walked 1 the other night. He's only walked 3 hitters all year. Giesemann going out for a visit because maybe some indication that Malcolm was stealing signs out at second
We
base.
saw that the other day. You know, the catcher looking in. Yeah, he was doing this the other day, peering in. And then there you go. This is what's coming.
So I think they might have changed the signs up with that visit.
Malcolm still peering in. Arm extended. And there's a strike. A strategery, a cat and mouse.
And now Tower wanted to go for a conference with the coach. Not sure what that was all about. They're going to get a pinch runner at first.
Pinch running at first, number 3, Brent.
It's Brent Cascaluela. One of the longer names here at the tournament.
I bet he can run. They're not holding him on.
No. Meanwhile, 3-1 coming to Tower. A strike from Hilligus. Had to have it, got it. Count is full.
Cascaluela's got a big lead down at first.
Ball 4. He can walk down to second, and they're loaded up with one. Tower gets the free pass.
Second baseman, number 4.
Malcolm, the catcher, now down at third. Plantamaro is the batter.
Be alive for the squeeze the way this guy handles the bat. Infield a double play depth up the middle. Corner infielders are in. They'll go home if they get a ground ball hit at them. Eastern Connecticut trying to pad a 1-run lead.
1-0. Grayhill in on the grass at first. Two 2-0 to Noah.
Hilligus just hasn't been able to throw a strike. Brock's a junior from Broadkill Beach, Delaware.
There's a strike.
And now if you're going to squeeze, this would be the pitch to do it on.
Two and two.
Plantamiro hasn't taken the bat off his shoulder yet. Now he's got to put the ball in play. Third baseman Waddell now back even with the bag at third. Ray Hill still in on the grass.
He went around. And the home plate umpire, Donnie Smith, says, "You're out."
I was gonna say,
They did an appeal, and he's telling Brian Ham, "No, I called it a strike." Ham wants to appeal down at first with Ben Williams. And Donnie Smith is demonstrative, saying, "Nope, my call."
Fielder number 15.
So 2 away.
Ham's going to lose that argument 100% of the time.
Jason Claiborne.
So now it's up to Jason Claiborne. Bases loaded with 2 away.
Claiborne 1 for 2. He's got 6 RBIs out of the 9 hole. in the tournament. Guess you got to throw him into the MVP discussion. He's played a nice right field as well.
Sure has. Villegas. A strike, 1-1.
And 2 RBIs earlier today on the 11-6 Eastern Connecticut win. Sun's starting to be a factor on the right side of the infield and in right field for Hyder.
Laced foul.
Shadows creeping out near the plate. That's not an issue right now, but Villegas could use the strikeout, get his team in the dugout.
2-2. Caster shallow in center. Hyder as well in right. And the bases loaded with Warriors. And a good rip. Two and two one more time. Villegas. And protecting there, Claiborne. Strike three called. Villegas pumped up. He does his part and leaves them loaded. Now the stat. Top of the ninth inning, trailing by 1. Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and Veterans Memorial Stadium high above on a gorgeous afternoon here in the Midwest. It's on the line. Eastern Connecticut State. Can they smell it? Maybe they got a whiff. They're gonna need 3 more outs to hang on to this 1-run lead to go and grab that hardware.
And we have learned Salisbury is the heart of a champion. They won an elimination game in the regional to advance. They won a wild game with Worcester, 18-16 in the super regional. Again, after facing elimination. They're down a game here and down a run here. Bottom third of the order for Salisbury against Tommy Benencaso, pitching for a championship for Eastern Connecticut State, and to wrap up a wonderful season.
7, 8, and 9 scheduled for the Seagulls, beginning with Scott Cameron.
Nobody is up in the bullpen for East Connecticut State. That's surprising.
1-1 to Cameron. He's 1 for 3 today in game 2. Almost hit him. 2-1.
In saying it's surprising, I should point out Albee, who's the team leader in saves, started and won the first game of this series. Eden Dunn, second in saves with 3, pitched last night, so he's probably not available.
Big cut, 2-2. Giesemann inserted in as the catcher here in game 2, waits on deck. Strike 3 called. 1 away.
Second big strikeout for Benincasa, a graduate student. Came back for a 5th year. 5'11", 195-pounder from Norwalk, Connecticut.
Giesemann now. Check the swing in time.
Warriors here for the first time in 15 years trying to win their 5th national championship.
Just got a piece of the bat, 1-1 to the Seagulls catcher. He singled in the only, check that, the first run here in game 2, back in the 2nd inning. What a play. And Casso, the 1-2. Hanging in there. Warrior faithful. Fans behind home plate, behind the team dugout, they jumped out of their seats there. They're on the edge of them. Struck him out. 2 away and 1 away from a national championship.
The third baseman, number 3, Luke Waddell.
Casas come in and thrown strikes, got 3 straight strikeouts. Now it's up to Luke Waddell to keep it going for Salisbury. He got the rally started in the 7th with the double, came around to score. They'd love to get Hyder up there.
Yeah, this AB is important for both clubs.
Hyder on deck's been one of the leading hitters in the tournament for Salisbury.
0-2. Tommy having a little press conference with himself. Wanted it so bad.
He was demonstrative on the mound the other night. Not surprising, an emotional wreck right now. Trying to keep it together and get the last strike.
And Waddell hanging tough.
Eastern Connecticut trying to win their 23rd in a row and run their record to 49-3. Salisbury trying to give themselves a chance to repeat and play tomorrow.
Just high. 2-2. Man, the crowd stirs, and then right before the pitch, silence. Everyone holding their collective breaths. 2-2. And runs it full.
Overthrew that one. And maybe his emotions did get the better of him in the 2-2 pitch.
Waddell waits to second base. It's over! And Eastern Connecticut State states its case in Cedar Rapids.
Fans that made the trip from New England have been rewarded. Benicasso slammed his glove down before the ball even got to the second baseman. He was so confident in his guy, Plantamuro, for getting the last out. That's confidence, and that's a happy group right there. Congratulations, you go 49-3. That's a wonderful accomplishment. They win their 5th ever championship, but those guys weren't around the last time they won.
We told you earlier, this team was built for this year to make this run and get to this moment. Routine 4-3, but nothing routine about the end. Slam dunk by the pitcher who ended it. And the dog pile and the celebration begins here in Cedar Rapids.
Ryan Bagassarian with 2 RBIs, Billy Oldham and Benicasso with the big-time performance on the mound. Congratulations to the Warriors, the champs in D3.
For Bill Brophy and our entire crew here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, this is Bob Brainerd saying so long. Once again, the final score, it's Eastern Connecticut State, 3-2 over Salisbury's. They are the 2022 NCAA Division III National Champions.
It is our pleasure to begin the awards ceremony for the 2022 NCAA Division III Baseball Championship. First, we'd like to thank the entire umpiring crew for their work. We'd also like to thank the grounds crew and all the volunteers who worked at this year's tournament. Now let's congratulate both teams on their outstanding achievements and thank our hosts, the American Rivers Conference, and the Cedar Rapids Colonels for their partnership, commitment, and success in hosting this national championship. Presenting the awards is John Martin, NCAA Division III Baseball Committee Chair. Now, let's congratulate this year's runner-up, the Salisbury Seagulls, in this year's NCAA Division III Baseball Championship Series for an excellent baseball season, finishing with a record of 39-12. Will the following individuals please come forward to receive your awards? Number 1, Jimmy Atkins. Number 2, Ethan Wentzlack. Number 3, Luke Waddell. Number 5, Corey Burton. Number 6, Stephen Rice. Number 7, Xavier Marmol. Number 10, Justin McDermott. Number 13, Jared Price. Number 14, Trent Saunders. Number 15, Brock Hilligoss. Number 16, Ben Anderson. Number 17, Brandon Epstein. Number 18, Mitchell Whitcamp. Number 19, Cameron Hyder. Number 22, Cobby Castor. Number 26, Zach Giesemann. Number 27, Zach Adams. Number 28, Jacob Ferentz. Number 29, Robbie Hollenbeck. Number 30, Sky Rayhill. Number 32, Scott Cameron. Number 33, Aaron Combs. Number 36, Joey Bowers. Number 37, Patrick Campbell. Number 40, Benji Thalheimer. And the coaching staff, Troy Brohan, Ron Sayers, Austin Heenan, congratulations to the Salisbury Seagulls, your 2022 NCAA Division III Baseball National runner-up. And now we present the 2022 NCAA Division III Baseball All-Tournament team. First, the players who are not present. Starting pitcher from Marietta College, a junior, Trent Valentine. Starting pitcher from LaGrange College, a junior, Bailey Coleman. Relief pitcher from Trinity University, a sophomore, Harrison Dureau. Catcher from the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point, a freshman, Anthony Tomczak. At third base, from LaGrange College, a senior, Joe Ruth. In the outfield, from the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point, a senior, Aaron Simmons. In the outfield, from the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point, a senior, Peyton Nelson. Now here are the players who are here with us today. At starting pitcher from Eastern Connecticut State University, a senior, Brian Albee. Starting pitcher from Eastern Connecticut State University, a junior, Billy Oldham. Relief pitcher from Salisbury University, a senior, Xavier Marmol. At first base from Eastern Connecticut State University, a grad student, Josh Tower. At second base from Salisbury University, a junior, Patrick Campbell. At shortstop from Eastern Connecticut State University, a junior, Zach Donahue. In the outfield from Salisbury University, a senior, Cameron Hyder. Designated hitter from Eastern Connecticut State University, a senior, Jack Rich. And the most outstanding player from Eastern Connecticut State University, a graduate student, Josh Tower. Fans, let's hear it for your 2022 All-Tournament team. And now the 2022 NCAA Division III Baseball National Champions, finishing with a record of 49-3, the Eastern Connecticut State Warriors. Presenting the awards is John Martin, NCAA Division III Baseball Committee Chair. Will the following individuals please come forward to receive your awards? Number 1, Zach Donahue. Number 3, Brent Cascaluela. Number 4, Noah Plantamoro. Number 6, Jack Rich. Number 7, Matt Malcolm. Number 8, Jack Wallace. Number 9, Colby Linnell. Number 11, Ryan Bagdasarian. Number 12, Josh Tower. Number 13, John Misagno. Sorry. Number 14, Griffin Pontbriand. Number 15, Jason Claiborne. Number 16, Brian Albee. Number 17, Tommy Benincasa. Number 19, Andre Jose. Number 20, Luke Broadhurst. Number 21, Billy Oldham. Number 25, Nathan Farino. Number 26, Matthew Bradbury. Number 30, Nolan Lincoln. Number 35, Aiden Dunn. Number 40, Dean Slavin. Number 45, Tim Pfaffenbichler. Number 51, Josh Cofrancesco. Number 54, Ryan Herring. Head coach, Brian Ham. Associate head coach, Chris Wojcik. Assistant coach, Steve Cervisi. Assistant coach, Eric Carlson. Assistant coach, Len Reed. Will head coach Brian Ham and the team captains please come forward to accept the trophy? Again, Coach Brian Ham and team captains, would you please come forward to accept the trophy?
Bring it here. Bring that puppy on. Bring it on. Bring it here.
Congratulations to the Eastern Connecticut State Warriors, your 2022 NCAA Division III Baseball National Champions. Fans, on behalf of the NCAA and our hosts, the American Rivers Conference and the Cedar Rapids Colonels, we thank you for your attendance at the 2022 NCAA Division III Baseball Championship. Please remember that the American Rivers Conference and the Cedar Rapids Colonels will host the 2023 NCAA Division III Baseball Championship right here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, at Perfect Game Field and Veterans Memorial Stadium. Once again, congratulations to our champions, the Eastern Connecticut State Warriors. Have a safe trip home, and we'll see you again here in Cedar Rapids next year. Thank you.